researchers found was that the excess fructose consumption can actually damage the body in a number of ways beyond development of cancer, including DNA damage. That's what I've been saying. They alter your DNA. GMO foods alter your DNA too. That's right. You can start growing ears someday, and like down the road, in generations. Who the hell knows? You have a third ear, you know? This is crazy shit. These are diabolical, mad scientists, okay, who are using the entire world's population as their little guinea pigs for their experiments. And that's what they think of us, as like little lab rats for their amusement and you know, and their ideas. It doesn't matter what we think or what they're going to tell us what to think. And if you don't think what we think, you're a conspiracy theorist and you're wrong, and we would never do that. We're good people. The UN is good. The UN helps people. The UN is freedom and safety and peace and love. Don't you know that? The UN sends NATO out and kills 30,000 Libyans for freedom. For freedom! And puts Al-Qaeda in place. This is freedom. The world order, the world government is freedom. Give up the sovereignty of the United States. Fuck it. We don't need it anymore. Who cares? Burn the Constitution. Let Obama just, you know, put military bases all over the world. Let him declare wars wherever he wants without saying anything with Congress. Just saying NATO tells me to. I'm going to do whatever they say. And everything's fine. Don't complain about the banks too much, you know. Everything's going to be cool. You know, they're really not the problem. It's the economy. We need jobs. If everyone had jobs, everyone will be okay. You know, deflect all the truth and believe all the lies, ladies and gentlemen, because that's what everybody's doing. The vast majority of Americans are living and believing, and around the world, a lie. It's a lie. Almost everything is a lie. They give us foods they say are safe and they cause cancer. They give us water that they say is safe that causes dental fluorosis, that causes cancer, that causes bone osteoporosis. They give us foods that cause cancer and sterility that they say is safe. Where if you want to have raw milk, which in 11 years has never killed anybody in the studies that they did, never, not one person died, okay? You can't drink raw milk. But you can't, but you know, if you protest about GMO foods, no labeling of GMO foods. They're not going to do it. We're not going to label it. We're not going to let you know that we're poisoning you. We're not going to give you the choice to buy something that is safe. Only the elite have the gardens and the vegetables and the meat and that is safe. And this is true, ladies and gentlemen. They have their own supplies. And you can look this up, too. This is on record. They have their own food storage banks. They have their own seed vaults up in Antarctica. I mean, you think I'm kidding. I speak the truth. I share this knowledge for you to learn, for you to look into, to understand what's really going on, and to share this knowledge, and to shout it out, to share the broadcast, or to share it with anyone that you can, to learn from it, to teach me. Call me in and tell me something I don't know. I mean, I'm here to learn. This is why we're doing this. I'm not doing this for personal gain. This is for freedom, liberty, and truth. This is Truth Talk Radio, where news the mainstream media ignores is the top story. So give us a call, 772-905-3018. Again, it's 772-905-3018. I'll be here until 5 p.m. today. I got a little vinegar. I'm just aggravated with these criminals that have infiltrated so much of our society and control so much of what we think and how we think. And we got to break out of this matrix, and everyone's got to understand that this is real, that this isn't some sort of a bullshit story. This isn't some sort of, like, you know, crazy people just ranting out and ranting and raving. This is truth. This is what, you know, this is why our country is in the condition it's in. Because of all these false flag attacks, these lies, these assassinations. The Federal Reserve is a criminal organization. It is a criminal crime syndicate that is enslaving the American population with debt by creating every dollar is debt that's created on top of the debt that we have. It is a slave system. We are slaves. And they want to take away our sovereignty to further enslave us. And Canada's sovereignty, and Mexico. Obama met with the North American Union this week, with his going to his over the weekend, last weekend, with all these, talking about the Asia Pacific Rim and that other shit, with his meetings in Hawaii. How nice. They're going to put it all together. There's going to be an Asian Union, a North American Union. There already is the European Union. And it's really right in front of your eyes. It's really right there. And they're doing it, and they deny it. They deny. I showed yesterday Larry P. McDonald, who lost his life fighting the New World Order, exposing the Rockefellers and the Council on Foreign Relations as the actual, for lack of a better word, screenwriters of history. These are the people that write the scripts that we put it, that our countries go to war and take over corporations and interests. They write the screenplay for this movie that is life. We're living their movie, but it's real life, and they're writing it. They're the screenwriters and the directors and the producers. And we are really, many of us are just a starving actor. Oh, please, let me be a starving actor and work and help for you. I want to work for you. And they are. And they are. And they're minions just like that. They float to them just like that, just like that, just like you would float to these Hollywood producers. They're minions to do their bidding. And they do their bidding very well. That's why we're in the state of affairs. We're in this wars and endless war and poverty and loss of property and rights. Patriot Act. This has all been set in place. Each president puts their own little stamp on the agenda. Puts another piece to the puzzle going towards the New World Order. They're all doing it. They're all moving this agenda forward to deindustrialize America, to make us basically serfs. That a very small percentage of people have all the wealth, like it is really now, but to really destroy the middle class completely. To have it into a socialized system, a fascist slash socialism, fascism with this police state. To anybody that doesn't like it is going to have to just deal with it. This is where America is headed. This is why I'm here. This is what I know. This is true. This is happening. It's not even going to happen. This is happening right now. Right this minute. As we speak. Make things even sicker, Pepsi uses aborted baby kidney cells. This is disgusting, from abortions to do flavor test research. I kid you not. It's not in the Pepsi, but this is how they use it, from a company called, Jesus, what is the name of the company? It's insane. Oh, Senomyx. S-E-N-O-M-Y-X. Senomyx. It's a biotech company conducting the flavor-enhancing research using an aborted baby's kidney cells to produce human taste receptors. Ugh, that's just so sickening. Anyway, Coke and Campbell's pulled out of them. They canceled theirs, so they don't use it. So, boycott Pepsi, ladies and gentlemen. They're insane people. At least Campbell's Soup isn't doing this, or Coca-Cola. It's just insane. But Coca-Cola, unless they have the throwback with the sugar, I mean, you can't be drinking this corn syrup shit anyway. Nobody should be doing this. Sierra Mist has sugar. There's no artificial ingredients. Any sodas out there that you want to consume, please make sure that it has no corn syrup in it, no high fructose corn syrup, or any of this stuff. It will kill you. You understand? You will die. All right? Good. Now, I don't mean die tomorrow, but it will cause cancer, it will cause diabetes, it will cause all these other problems, and people don't have to tell you, soda causes cancer. Well, it's not soda, it's even if you use diet soda, it's even worse. The aspartame is cancerous. Diet soda is even worse than the high fructose corn syrup. So they kill you both ways. It just shows you how insidious this evil scientific dictatorship really is that we're under. The shadow government, the shadow elite, who to their very best ability keep everybody in the dark. So this company Cenemex is really fucked up. So anyway, boycott Pepsi. If you'd like to, you can write Jamie Caulfield, who is the senior vice president of Pepsi Company, at 700 Anderson Hill Road in Purchase, New York. Wow, I know where that is. It's in Westchester County. Purchase, New York, sure. That's Jamie Caulfield, senior vice president, Pepsi. 700 Anderson Hill Road, Purchase, New York, 10577. Scum. Scum. Yeah, they should. That's terrible. I mean, I know a lot of these abortion rights people are all over this shit, but I just think that's disgusting as well as the fact that probably in their own sense, demonic, these elite, a lot of them like literally are satanic, and you know, it's no joke. Like Rosemary's Baby was a great example of a coven of witches, right? But really, it's not too unfar from the truth. Those type of ritualistic stuff, and the people that they are, they're just normal people like you and I, and you know, but they just happen to, you know, worship Satan like you would worship God, or be an agnostic, or an atheist, or whatever you are. It's just, anybody understands that that's just the way it really is. It's not this trumped up, you know, like Hollywood image of Satan and all this stuff, you know, and the Bible type, the biblical people, and you know, the church-going folks thinking of it some way. No, it's just normal folks like you and me who do rituals and stuff like that that involve blood and death. If you study into this at all, it's satanic ritual abuse of children, which is horrific and disgusting. Obviously, you will find Ted Gunderson's work is the best. It's on the internet. You can YouTube it. From the FBI, he's fought against this specific thing for 27 years as an FBI lead. He had 700 agents under his command, and even after in his retirement, he dedicated his whole life to exposing these criminals that have hijacked our government. And he was worked for the FBI, ladies and gentlemen, as people from the CIA like Steve Pachinik and others, and who are you know, expose the elite for what they are, and they know that this is true. You know, these people are running the show. This guy worked for the CIA. I mean, he was a head honcho in the CIA. In fact, Steve Pachinik is the model for the Harrison Ford character in the Patriot games. All those, you know, all those books. That's who it is, and he actually worked with the writer on that to get those books out. So that's one story that I thought I would add. But again, these criminals have really, you know, taken a hold and are not going to let go, and they're just going to keep tightening their grip, strangle us, literally strangle us until we beg for mercy, and then there's going to be no mercy, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to have to deal with what they give you, and I fear that that's something that can really happen if we don't rise up and not occupy Wall Street or occupy New York or occupy Hartford, Connecticut, which actually they had a good idea, like I said there the other day. They were pointing the problem at the banks. Really, we have to call these banks out. They're criminals. Wachovia and Wells Fargo, we're going to, you know, they settle this big thing for $300 billion. They settle for a couple of $100 million and change in fines, and that's it. These people should go to jail. The heads of these companies should go to jail. The heads of these corporations have to roll. That's who's got to roll. Okay? That is who we have to go after. We have to target the heads of these corporations, like the scumbag at Pepsi, and other people like him. Okay? That's what we got to do. All right. Antibiotic-resistant infections are spreading across Europe like the plague, unfortunately. Of course, they've been overprescribed. It's been known for years. Many good doctors are, of course, limiting the prescriptions of antibiotics for minor things like sore throats and stuff like that, and that's good. I know that my personal care physicians and people that I've had that I do trust, and you know, they're not over medicating it. They have their own. It's incredible though. They really do have their own thing about. They don't believe anything about this. At least the ones that I know and spoke to have a big problem believing that big pharma is out to get you. Is freedom. Give up the sovereignty of the United States. Fuck it, we don't need it anymore. Who cares? Burn the Constitution. Let Obama just, put military bases all over the world. Let him declare wars wherever he wants without saying anything with Congress, just saying NATO tells me to. I'm going to do whatever they say. And everything's fine. Don't complain about the banks too much, Everything's going to be diabolical, mad scientists, who are using the entire world's population as their little guinea pigs for their experiments. And that's what they think of us, as like little lab rats for their amusement and their ideas. It doesn't matter what we think or what they're going to tell us what to think. And if you don't think what we think, you're a conspiracy theorist. Cool. They're really not the problem. It's the economy. We need jobs. If everyone had jobs, everyone will be okay. Deflect all the truth and believe all the lies, ladies and gentlemen, because that's what everybody's doing. The vast majority of Americans are living and believing, and around the world, a lie. It's a lie, dearest. And you're wrong, and we would never do that. We're good people. The UN is good. The UN helps people. The UN is freedom and safety and peace and love. Don't you know that? The UN sends NATO out and kills 30,000 Libyans for freedom. For freedom! And puts Al-Qaeda in place. This is freedom. The world order, the world government. What the researchers found was that the excess fructose consumption can actually damage the body in a number of ways beyond development of cancer, including DNA damage. That's what I've been saying. They alter your DNA. GMO foods alter your DNA too. That's right. You can start growing ears someday, and like down the road, in generations. Who the hell knows? You have a third ear, This is crazy shit. These are